again. Today we're going on our travels to find, I think it's actually a 17th century country house, which the name is called Mavis Bank House, and I'm not too sure if we can get in because it looks like there have people been past the fence and took pictures, but we'll go down, we'll have a look, see what we can do, and then we'll go from there. And if you've not already, please hit that subscribe button, hit the like, leave a wee comment just to say if you liked it or not, and let's get on with the explore. There's Frankie. Check in with you in a bit. I thought I would show you our route. We've actually came up there between the trees as a passageway. We had to come down a wee gravel road and we're continuing to walk through here. It was a wee bit difficult to find where to actually go because the path that was shown was going through a private road, so the gates were closed. And we tried the next one. Obviously it was a dead end. Then obviously we went down one and we spoke to one of the residents up there, and he says the gate, you come along here and you should get through the gate because the gate should be open, as there's a wee chain and you can take that off. There you go.
So I'll pop it back on, right?
Yep. And then you close the gate. So we're not breaking and entering anywhere. So this is our trail. As you know, as we always do, we'll check back in on the way. Speak to you in a bit. So this is our trail. We're going downhill. Alright. So we're actually going downhill. It looks like people have walked down this way before. I think it's maybe just because it's faster. Because when I checked the map, I was standing looking this way and it looked like I was facing it. So I don't know, to be honest. The guy didn't say there isn't really any buildings or anything on the way up to it, but through the woods it looks like there was stuff in between the woods. But obviously we'll find out as we walk along. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be down there because it looks like it opens up. But as we do, we stumble upon stuff, and if we see it, we'll film it. So hopefully we can get in this, because I have seen pictures of people at the other side of the fence, so I don't know what the accessibility is. And when we get there, obviously I'll give you a wee bit of information on this house. So I shall check back in with you shortly, because we're coming to the end of this path, and then we're just going to look to see what we need to do next. Check back in, folks. Now we're greeted with this, an opened land scale. We know we're in, well, we're near it, so we're just going to have a wee waddle and see if we can see it with our own eyes. There's a wee dog walker over there. So I'm not sure if it's through there or it's down at the corner, but what I'll do, I'll have another wee look on the map and try to zoom in and narrow it down so I know where to go. So, speak to you in a bit.
Go have a wee waddle.
There we are, folks, we are walking up the old driveway. This used to be a road that would lead up to the country manor house. Just a wee bit in the distance you can see the abandoned building sticking out.
I'll go climb up and see.
We're not promising anything that we'll get in and have a look, but if there's a hole and we can get in, we'll film it for you. But Historic Scotland has been trying to keep it safe, so I understand why it might be secure. But if there's an off chance, we'll go in and film it, document it, because obviously as we'll leave in our video, that we're not doing any harm. We're only here to video it, capture it before anything ever happens, because they don't know, nobody's come forward to actually spend money. So, but they're looking after it.
A 1.4 million job. No, 4.1 million job.
So that's the front end. So what we'll do is we'll take a wee wander about. Well, in fact, I'll swap over the now and I'll give you some information while I'm standing at the front of the building. So I'll just take a wee break, grab the information, and I will speak to you in a second. Right folks, my memory isn't the best, so I've just pulled up some information. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to read it out so you've got the information that is available. So obviously Mary'sbank House is a country house that sits outside of Lonehead. Basically it's in the south of Edinburgh, Midlothian is the county, and it was designed by an architect called William Adam, and obviously it was collaboration with his client that was Sir John Clark of Pennycook, and it was constructed between 1723 and 1727. It was one of the first Palladian villas that was in Scotland. It is described by Historic Scotland as one of Scotland's most important country houses. The house was altered in the 19th century but suffered decades of neglect in the 20th century. Intrigues was they were gutted by a fire in 1973 and the house remains as ruins. So there is plans to restore it, but nobody's coming forward with the money, and this is what it's left like. Fair enough, the grounds and stuff like that has been kept fairly nice from Historic Scotland, but nobody's came close with the money. So hopefully we can maybe get in and film it, because once they actually get something done by it, they will charge at least £300 just to film at the location. So hopefully maybe today we can see as much as possible before that comes to. So what we'll do, we'll crack on, we'll walk around and we'll see what is on offer. So we'll cut there just now folks. Right folks, we'll just film as we're going along, so if we see an entrance, you'll see it. So I think there may be a wee bit of an entrance there.
Depends how low the floor is, or the ground is.
Because I think people have got in there before.
Oh, there's barbed wire there. Never mind.
Oh, that's all barbed wire, so we can't get around that bit. Obviously we can get to the back. Don't know if we can get through this bit, but we'll have a look. There's another pathway. At the end of the day, we're not scared to go in, because at the end of the day, if somebody comes along, even from Historic Scotland or somebody that lives about, we'll just say, look, we're only filming, we're not here.
You know what would be good in this situation? You know them boots that look like horse shoes and they bounce up and down? That'd be quite good.
Right, as I was trying to say, we're not here to break anything or vandalise. We're only here to document a house that has gone to disarray, because it doesn't look like there's going to be much left in too long if nobody tries to fix it, but it maybe be past it. That's what happens sometimes in Scotland. They'll end up keeping it that long, and there'll be some private investor that will come along, buy up the registered building, because they get away with it up in Scotland, and they'll knock it down, just like what they've done to Bangor Village Hospital.
Right, got to jump down here.
So we've got to be stepped in. Oh, we're down. Oh, we've got a wee in bit. We don't get anywhere. Yeah, we'll go in there. obviously I don't think we'll actually get in this, because as the guy says, years ago there used to be holes, but I think since recent times they've tried to cover them up, which is understandable because you do get people that come in with ill intent, just trying to break stuff, and they want to just try and preserve it as long as possible. But then again, they should try and maybe work with people that want to document these buildings instead of charging like £300 or anything when they open it up. Maybe we should just try that. You would just pay a donation. Obviously you can go and film and document it. I'm not saying it's going to change matters to the current state of the building, but
Why the fences are so high?
obviously it's unfair. We've got a building like this that is falling to pieces and you can't get in and document it. But then again, if somebody's opened it as a whole, we are going in because we're not breaking and entering. It's just a shame. That probably might have been an access point at one time. And a big padlock on there. Yeah, there's a big padlock. So we're not getting in, it looks like. But we'll keep walking, folks. End of the day, we just thought we would get out. It's been a while since we've been out filming, so I just thought we'd get out, even though it may be a bust. But at the end of the day, at least I've got it on some film. It has been documented slightly. But we're not finished yet, so we'll just keep going. See what we can do. It is nice and peaceful out here. Nice scenery.
Hi folks, just jumping in just now just to let you know up the hill there was a Roman fort, but it doesn't look like there's much left now, so just thought I'd let you know.
What they've done there, folks. They've bolted something there because it doesn't touch the ground. To be honest, it is disappointing, but I do understand why they seal places up like this. It's just a shame that people actually do this to places. Oh, I might be able to get down there in a wee bit. Looks like there's a wee broken down building. Now folks, I cannot chance that. But as you can see, look at that. That is fantastic. It's just a shame we cannot get in. It is. It's run down, but it's beautiful. Oops. Wait there. We'll have a wee quick look down here before we go to that tunnel. We've even sealed that. Obviously we'll come back down this way, see what there is around the outer sides of the building, so it looks like there's something that you can maybe peek your head in there. So what we'll do,
see if we can get round down that.
We're going to go back to the tunnel first.
I thought the tunnel was here.
Because we need to go down that way. We're leaving through that way because we're going to the layout that other way. There we go folks, we're back again. Obviously I'll try and push the camera in a wee bit so you can have a wee better look. Even the outer shell of it is still a lovely building.
Just do what this person done, dog. Just back. Technically I'll do that again. It's big in
Yeah.
the gold. Oh, there's nothing there.
Yeah, obviously they've caught onto that and they've just put extra bits to just seal it up.
I hope I actually eat again. You know, it's covered in firewood.
There we go, folks. And look at that. You see that the nature is just taking the whole place over. See the brickwork in between the leaves and stuff. As you see, folks, there goes an access point there, but we're too late. They've sealed that back up.
Disappointing, like.
Well, it's all scaffold on inside to keep it up. Walk around the side and I'll give you a better look. Well, even there, still with the shell, it looks brilliant.
Absolute boss, mate. Absolute.
What I say, sometimes, folks, you just get a wee bit too late and we miss the chance to get inside these places. Obviously, we are trying our best. We can only do what we can do. But I thought this was worth coming out and filming anyway. Yeah, there's a lot of leaves on the ground, so that's the rustling.
Oh, something. My boy used to smash them together. When my dad done that in high school and hit the last in the face, I took that. Sorry. Oops. Didn't mean that. You still laughed at it all. Still laughed about it.
Right, folks, we're going to a slight wee tunnel. I don't know if it's been blocked off or something, and I'm not 100% sure what it was used for.
Aye. Oh, did you see that? Oh my god. The day must just be the day.
But we have been trying to locate the last wade tunnels, but obviously this is not it, unless it's been sealed. But I don't think it's been sealed, because the simple fact is it looks like the same wall. Obviously there's another brick. Well, it could have been.
Hello.
To be honest, the white bit of the wall might have been added after. But what we're going to do, folks, is we're going to try a wee spirit box session. There's nothing to say entirely that this place is haunted, but when you try to search for haunted places, Mavis Bank House comes up. They don't explain why, but I thought, right, we'll just get the radio out and we'll have a wee try. If we get something, we get something. If not, well, oh well. Right, we'll switch back and I will get the box out. Right, folks, as I says, we'll just get the radio, we try. If we get something, we get something. Maybe we'll be able to find out why this place comes up as saying we're haunted, because there's nothing to go on information. So we'll have a wee blast. If there's anybody here
that maybe haunts the grounds of Mavis Bank House or the house itself, could you please come forth and tell us why it's haunted, or just say hello, or tell us to leave?
Expert on doesn't necessarily mean the end.
Is anybody there? Come forth and speak through this device.
The 25.
Right there, folks, I'll swap positions with Frankie. See if we can get a wee bit of a better signal so we can suit the stations. Is there anybody that haunts the grounds
2 men.
of Mavis Bank House? Please come forth and speak to us. All you need to do is say hello, and this device should actually pick your voice up. That was something there. Hi folks, I thought I would just jump in just now. What kind they sounded like when I enhanced the volume was either P off or F off. Not too sure. Let me know what you think. Did I hear a man trying to come through? That's the radio station back there. You can tell us to get out or leave or hello. Is there anybody there?
Excuse me.
You like to come forward? Make yourself known? Yeah, just starting to pick up radio station again. Well, that was interesting. Nothing to think. I felt like there was a man trying to come through, but to be honest, that could just be the signal picking up a radio station. Wasn't as clear as cut as what you would see in our Halloween special part 2, because as I would like to say, as reviewing it and stuff like that, there's some words that I've maybe missed and I can't pick it up. I haven't highlighted any of the words. At the end of the day, I just went with what I heard, because as you'll probably notice, I actually stopped the sweeps and spoke over the sweeps, which obviously it was good to see because it was a lot clearer. And if I've missed anything, just put it in. I didn't want to tell you what's there. End of the day, when I'm doing an investigation, I'll just go what I think. And if I've went on wrong, you can let me know. But it's interesting that we've barely not got any results in a place that says it's haunted, but they didn't describe why. So what we'll do, we'll just take a wee wander around and look at the outbuildings. Maybe pull out the spirit box, being in the outbuildings, see if we can see anything. But we're just out here for a general explore, so let's go. There we go folks, we're back out again. You can see, coming back through there. It was actually the way we came. It's this little bit here. Might have been an outbuilding or a coal shed or a log shed or something. Because there would have been wood bonfires or coal fires back then.
No wood, to be honest, until sort of probably late 18th, 19th, early 19th.
Ah, exactly. Sometimes my brain didn't work for it, so obviously if I missed anything, just trying to not sweep these leaves too much. So if I missed anything, I will try and put it back into the video as I done in my Halloween special. obviously have picked up or read the information wrong, so that's why I corrected that information in part 2, because by the time you see this video you would have seen the second part of our Halloween special. And folks, I'd like to say why we're out here just now. Obviously we're just a small channel that just started out, so our videos or the channel doesn't generate any money whatsoever. So if any of yous, I'm not saying that you have to, but if you would like to contribute to the channel for, say, getting the videos done, because we do travel, feel free. We have a Patreon account, and obviously that's just the Patreon site, and you're just looking for Real Unknown Adventures.
We'll leave the link down below.
Yeah, we'll try and put it in the description, but it's more up to yous. To be honest, we're not asking, we're just saying if you would like to, because to be honest, that's why we're not out as much as possible. We would like to be out more, but it's just a money issue. But
And work issue, because I work like 4 days a week.
yeah, but hopefully soon things will pan out and we'll have a little bit more money to spend on the channel, because I'm just desperate to get a new camera that can do everything. Apparently it's a camera that's meant to be built for YouTube creators, and it's at a reasonably good price. You've got night vision, so yeah, you can't wait. And obviously with more money we can travel further, because we are planning next month to do, I think it's a couple of videos in the borders, if things go to plan. Yeah, well, me and Frankie will hopefully be getting married there at Edinburgh Abbey Hotel, so that's why we're heading down. And there's meant to be the Edinburgh Abbey that's meant to be haunted, and it's meant to be partly ruins, but obviously I don't know if we'll do an investigation. Maybe another time we'll save up, because Edinburgh Abbey just to stay overnight is nearly £100, so we'll need to wait for that. But there is Melrose we will be staying in as well. There's a Melrose Abbey, I'm sure. Don't know, my friend Stephen says about it, so I'll give him a shout, because I says I'll give him a shout when I come down to do it. Well, I don't know. End of the day I'll give him a wee message, that's all I can do. So as I do, folks, we're coming down here. They've just made makeshift steps out of wood and dirt. But yeah, people, we're not pleading for you to join our Patreon. It's completely up to yourselves. To be honest, any little bit helps, but it's completely up to yourselves. We understand people's situations. People have got lives. There we are. This is the side of the building we came down to. It isn't the biggest, the outbuildings, but there seems like wee bits darted in between it, so we'll go and have a look. This is what we're here for. The adventure.
Right, you've got to
Look at this, folks.
You want to take the camera while you get down?
Oh, I'm sure I could make it. Oh, there we go. I shouldn't really be jumping like that, folks. I won't go into details with my medical history. Frankie's just taking pictures.
Sorry.
Right, here we are, folks. Look at the attempt over here.
I put barbed wire in it, really. I just find that comical, because people can get through the windows.
Razor wire. We've actually just dumped it.
And to be honest, leaving it like that, if there's an animal that comes past, I really doubt there is, because there's not many animals that cut about these kind of
Well, it's
forests.
more sort of deer and foxes.
If there's any like that, they could get cut up in this razor wire. I think we'll leave the spirit box, the radio box anyway, because I don't think we'll pick anything up, and I'm not squeezing in there just to try.
Well, if you give me a foot off, I can get through the window.
No, it's fine. We'll just have a wee wander down here. If there's nothing more to see, there's nothing more to see. There's actually the garden down there as well, because obviously,
Sorry.
because obviously the guy that owned the place, I think it was him, actually designed gardens as well. I think he done one in Pennycook as well, because it was the man of Pennycook. Oh, we'll take a wee walk in here. Just try and get as close as possible to see what we can see. Not a great deal, folks, but actually a tree that's fallen down. Maybe look over here.
Oh, but it's hot.
Now, I don't know if you can see through the trees. There's a garden down there, but I think it's protected and only opened in certain days. But we'll cut here just now. Take a wee wander. If we see anything else, as you know, we'll check back in. There they are, folks. That's the garden there. It was designed by the man that owned the house. But we're actually walking past it. Well, we'll walk down a bit just to see. You can see any more at the bottom. It's really nice and peaceful out here. So that's the landscape coming down from Neighbours Bank House. It's all in slopes up there. So what's this sign saying?
Outside subject to occasional landscape.
There we go, folks. Just a word of warning if you're ever up this way. There.
Mind you guys take a short left?
Yes, as you see, folks, this is well protected. Even though it's a garden, but they've locked it with a bicycle chain. So there we are, folks. We'll put this down onto the tripod and I'll try and get a better view of this garden for you.
Look at that. I would love a garden like this. Whoever owns it is lucky as ever. Like, reminds me of like Princess Diaries a wee bit. The garden.
Right folks, it looks like we have came to the end of the video for what we can show you just now. Although, if you see anything on the way, we'll stop and film it because we've still got a bit of a walk. If not, this will be the end. So we'll just sign off in this lovely scenery beside this lovely garden. And we'd just like to say thank you once again for tuning in to one of our videos. I think this is just going to go down as a general explore too, because I would put the aim of the place but we never actually got inside, so it's just like a general explore, so that's what we'll do. So if you've got to the end of this video, you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, hit the bell because you will get future updates of any uploads. And we would just like to say we hope to bring you many videos in the future, and please leave a wee comment, let us know what you thought or what you liked from the video or anything. So
Even if it's criticism.
no, we don't really want any criticism, to be honest. If you've got any bad to say, just keep it to yourselves, to be honest. But at the end of the day, to anybody that wants to leave a wee comment, a wee nice comment, feel free. So take care everyone. Bye.